This is our commentary of our own take of Lovage by Catch a Thief, the music video we produced, and our evaluation on it.
The first question, as you've just seen on the screen, is about how conventional our music video is. I'd say that our music video is quite unconventional because unlike mainstream videos, we haven't focused purely on the artist. We've given it quite a strong narrative and storyline and carried that through. And we wanted that because we wanted to give the music video a really quirky feel, and which will reflect the style of the band and the song as well. And the genre of the song, which is trip hop. And so we just focused on the narrative quite heavily, and that's why we feel it's an unconventional music video.
Our digipack and magazine advert are quite similar, they're very similar, but apart from our music videos in black and white and our magazine advert and our digipack are in colour, we put the bunny as the main focus in the magazine advert and the digipack because he's the main focus in the video, and we also think that it all should interlink with each other.
Our genre is not typical, as it's quite abstract. So the music video could be seen as quite conventional by people that know the genre, but to anyone outside the genre that don't really know what it entails, it could be seen as quite unconventional. So it depends if you know the kind of trip hop, the kind of trip hop background or not. Our digipack and magazine advert, like Grace says, quite conventional. They're simple, but they're also quite effective. Because they're just pictures basically with writing over the top, but and also very few effects. But like a lot of magazines, adverts and digipacks that you'd see in high-end retail stores, so they're quite conventional in that aspect.
It does not represent the artist with any sex appeal or notions of looking, not to mention its quirky editing and inclusion of a narrative throughout the piece. However, when talking in terms of other music videos within the same genre, which is trip-hop, it is very much conventional, since other artists of the same genre very often have the same unconventional approach, and include themes that would not be seen in videos for other mainstream genres.
The second question that you've just seen on the screen, basically, like I said, all of our products interlink and intertwine with each other. We didn't want to make any of them different in any way, because then you could have 3 different pieces of work that can't relate with each other. So, like the magazine advert has the bunny in it, the digipack has the bunny in it, and the video has the bunny in it, and they all of them throughout, a main focus is on the bunny. We thought this was a good idea to sell, and if people have seen the video, they would straight away know that that's our digipack because of the bunny on the digipack, or that's our magazine advert because it has the bunny on there.
We feel that all of our 3 ancillary products link really well. Like Grace said, they all have the iconic image of the bunny, and that's sort of the trademark of the band and their song. And also from a marketing perspective, we also think that the links between them are very good because once someone has seen the music video or the digipack, for example, they'll be more likely to go and buy the other things. So from a marketing perspective, I think it's very effective that they all link. And also this could lead to a quality connection as well. So if someone thinks the quality of the music video is very good, then they're likely to buy the digipack or look at the advert because they know it's of a good quality. So, yeah.
There are very clear links between our ancillary product and the music video. This is due to the fact that the images incorporated into the ancillary product came from locations featured in the video. There are some key differences which mark our ancillary product as their own piece of work. One such example is that while our music video is entirely in black and white, the digipack is in colour, and is even photoshopped to give some individual colours a more vibrant hue. This was a conscious decision made by us, since we believe that the digipack would be of a more interest to an audience if it had some differences to the video in terms of aesthetics.
So the only main contrast between all the products is that the music video is saturated, whereas the ancillary texts are in colour. This is because we thought that the two texts wouldn't grab people's attention unless they were full of colour and and therefore they're attractive to potential fans of the band, of the trip hop genre. It's quite colourful and lively.
To answer the question that you've just seen on the screen, the feedback from the rough cut of our music video was very positive, and because of this we were not inspired to make changes, but instead decided to move forward with our existing ideas. Despite this, however, we did get some opinions on things that could be added to make our videos stronger. For example, our teacher had advised us in perhaps putting in words in between some shots in the style of some older films, so as to highlight the comedic segments of the video.
Was up to no good. I saw that you were wanted, but not like I wanted you. And that's when I knew I had to be with you. That's when I knew if I didn't, I'd be through. To end my grief, I'd have to catch it.
Feedback, we got a lot of feedback saying we shouldn't use too many fades. If we just cut it, then it could be more comical, because fades normally mean that it's a new day or a new beginning. But apart from that, we got a lot of positive feedback, and it boosted all of our confidence and made us progress more and work more, and it was really, really good.
The only kind of real criticism we had from our peers was that they didn't get the concept of the bunny being the main character. We combated that by saying they'd only seen the rough cut, so they didn't actually know the whole narrative, so they'd have to wait and see the whole music video finish before that. And we kind of added in the bunny because he was more of like a symbol, like symbolic to the fact that he was a thief and needed to be caught, but also that he was quite vulnerable.
I think that attaining feedback from 3 different levels of experience was extremely helpful, and this is because we were able to gain criticism from a target audience, which would be our peers, and also from a technical and knowledgeable level, which would be our teacher, and also from an expert professional level, which was Amar, who was an expert in the field of music video production. We thought this was helpful because we could just see the different levels of feedback we got and build on that, especially the expert, because he was able to give us suggestions and so we could improve. I've also learned that critical feedback is sometimes the best feedback, even though it's kind of negative, opposed to positive, because it enables you to improve your music video and see the weaker aspects to make it better, so we thought that was good.
Question was about, if you've just seen about new media technologies and how they helped us. For the new technologies, we were given brand new HD cameras to film with. These were excellent because they enabled us to produce a really good quality video and had shots that were really crystal clear, which is excellent. We also had to reuse the blogger, which we had experienced last year. So it wasn't so different from previous experience of the device, so there was not very many challenges presented by using the blogger.
Creation of both the digipack and the magazine advert, we used the media technology Photoshop, and we were all very familiar with this media technology, so we were confident with using it, and this enabled us to come up with a really successful ancillary product, both the digipack and the magazine advert, and we could make it look professional with the skills we had learnt. And for the researching aspect of creating our music video, we also used internet sites such as YouTube and Wikipedia, which were they're not really new media technologies, but they're extremely helpful and gave us a lot of stimulus to work from. So we were very pleased with the technologies we had.
We used the green screen, and this was one of the first times we properly used it. We used it briefly last year, but we didn't use it as much. We had some problems with the chroma key while editing the video, like we couldn't exactly get the right greenness out, and it was quite like fussy almost. But we were able to get a hang of it. We used it to create many effects, such as layering the band on top of a montage of clips, and we also used it for having the keyboard come in on top of the bunny walking down the street and stuff, and I think it was really, really effective.
The piece of technology that helped us most to achieve our creative vision was Final Cut, since by this point we were very familiarised with the tech and had room to experiment with the effects. Much of our videos, most striking or inspired sections, were the result of experimentation, such as the running effect which causes frames to repeat and stutter. Overall, I think our music video was successful. I mean, it looks quite professional in terms of the genre that it's in, and it goes with the conventions. So, and it has a very strong narrative. So overall, yeah, I think it was very successful. I mean, the editing was good, the acting was good to a certain degree. I think we couldn't have really done any better with the material that we had, with the time that we had.
We all think that our video was really successful, and also it's quite individual. I don't think anyone else in the college has gone through the effort of hiring out a bunny suit and making a video out of it, so I think ours is going to stand out quite a bit to the examiner and stuff.
Yeah, also on the magazine and digipack aspect, we took the pictures that you see on them with a professional camera supplied from a photography student, so that also adds an edge to ours, whereas using images off the internet that some people may have got, we've actually got physical photos, so I'm really pleased with what we did.
Overall, I think all of our products were really, they look really professional, especially our music video, because we've used such a strong narrative. I think that makes it really individual, like Grace said, and I think it stands out a lot. And I think it makes it a lot more interesting for the viewer, like they can follow the little life story of the bunny, and I think it's really, really effective. And also how we've integrated the band in, so it's not completely unconventional, but it's got like hints of conventions, but it's just, I just think it's really effective. And we came across a few problems with editing and like getting it all done in time, but overall I think that we've done really well, and it looks like a professional music video.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah!